So that's the ride from our Koh apartment to the beach. It's 1 block. Dan here, Vagabond Buddha. I'm in Koh Lanta, Thailand, and as you can see, I'm on the beach. I was last here in 2016, staying at Koh Hub. It's a co-working space for digital nomads, and I enjoyed it. And Chung Hui and I were in Malaysia for about 5 weeks, something like that. And we wanted to come here and just do a lot of work for a while. And Koh Hub's really nice because, by the way, I'll put a link below. You can read all about it. They have a web page. Just click the link in the notes below this video. That'll take you to my web page. Anything I talk about in this video will have a link to it. It's nice because you're near the beach, and they handle where you sleep. You have a nice workspace with air conditioning. They feed you, and so you can just concentrate on working. So when you want to spend a lot of time working and not solve a bunch of technical problems about getting Wi-Fi and making sure the temperature's right and having to drive somewhere to get your meals or cook them at home or shop to get the food for the meals, that kind of thing. It's just a really nice, it's like an all-inclusive place. And there's also other digital nomads there, which is nice because you get to meet people. Sometimes you feel a little disconnected because there's no one really that you know that lives like you do. And so when you meet people like that and get to know them, it's kind of fun. You can tell stories that they'll understand and vice versa. And I've been doing this. Hey, Dan Vagabond Buddha here. Click the link above here to get your free ebook that describes how to save money as you travel around the world and how to make money online with a remote job or business. Click that link. Since I left India in 2010, so I'm like one of the grandpa digital nomads. In fact, when I started, they didn't even have the term digital nomad. So I don't know when that was made up, but I used to call it geographically free, or my work was geographically irrelevant. No matter where I was, I could bring it with me. So anyway, Chung Hoi's in Malaysia. She's at her family there. She'll be there till Thursday. And I'm working on a project right now, and I just didn't have time to put anything together for you, so I thought I would just talk a little bit about Koh Hub and what it costs, and share that with you so you could kind of see what we're up to. So we're here for a month, and like I said, it includes everything: food, a nice little apartment, nice little workspace, and it was $1,250 US, $1,250 US per month. And then we rented a scooter, which was like another $115. These are dollar quotes I'm giving you. The Thai baht right now is about 31 to the dollar, so you just multiply those numbers by 31 if you were curious what the Thai baht prices are. But Koh Hub's run by a guy, his name's James. He's been here, I think, maybe since 2015, but he's been in and around this business for a long time, so he knows what people want when they're digital nomads. They want good internet, and they want a little bit of community. So they have like game night and movie night, and then they have whatever's happening locally. Like yesterday was Songkran, which is the Thai New Year. So all the digital nomads got together and had a water fight, so there could be local holidays, whatever's happening, and so there's like a community there, and oftentimes there's a WhatsApp group And if somebody who's like, hey, I'm going to dinner, anybody want to join me? It's shared with everyone, and it's very inclusive social environment. It's not cliquey like you might experience in other social environments. And you might be surprised at how just distinct and different that the digital nomads are. I started to notice that it's more all ages now. When I was first here in 16, I was like not only just the granddaddy, but there wasn't anybody within 10 years of my age even. I think the closest to me was maybe 38. But now there's, I would say, a good 1/3 of the people here are you know, in their 40s or 50s. And so it's a little bit more diverse in age now than it was my first visit. So, but you still have, you know, all of what you got from about 20, 22 up to, I'm probably still the oldest one here, but so you have all ages and very nice people, all with interesting business. You know, some are writers, some are computer programmers, some are translators, some are internet marketers. Everyone's here, and so you can learn a lot from it. And sometimes if you get into a routine when you're in a place like this, it can be great. Like I get up every morning and run, then I swim in the ocean, and then go to the office. You know, usually around 9 or 10. Some days I'll work till 3, 4, and then or all the way up till sunset. Then we'll come out and enjoy sunset together. Sometimes go back to the office and work a little more, or you know, go for a nice long walk on the beach or whatever. So every day is different, and we have some routines, like at least twice a day usually I'm at the beach. So that routine is consistent. And then whatever else we do depends on what's happening, whether there's something going on in the community, or whether we want to get on our little scooter and ride it around the island, or whether it's a weekday or weekend, whether we have projects to do. There's not a lot of predictability to it, it's just dynamic. So anyway, that's the story. Chung Hoi will be back on Thursday. We're going to be here for another 2 weeks roughly. And we'll tell you more about Koh Lanta as we get closer to leaving. You know, things to do here, where to stay, and all that normal stuff. And finally, I wanted to talk a little bit about, as you can see, that's very little money. So it's 2 people. Even with a scooter, it's less than $1,500 a month. That's crazy cheap. I mean, and it's in a beautiful place. So it'll give you an idea. Now you can actually even stay for cheaper than we are. I mean, if you wanted to save money, you could find even cheaper places. And if you didn't need the co-working space, you would just be paying. You might be paying as little as $300 or $400 a month in rent, and then you could eat in local restaurants. Meals are anywhere from like 60 baht, which is $2, up to you can spend whatever you want. I mean, there's all the way up to, there's places you could spend $10 a meal if you wanted to. So anyway, it's cheap to be here, and it's beautiful, and the Thai people are the friendliest in the world. I don't think many people are going to argue with that. And it's one of my favorite countries. I mean, in terms of just plain favorite countries, for me it's probably Thailand, Italy, and Mexico. And I also like Portugal now. So we toured, as you know, we toured Portugal. So it's a Sunday, so there's hardly anyone here. Most people take the weekends off, party on Saturday and Sunday. And so that's why I'm showing it to you today. There's garden areas you can work in. There's massage room. There's a massage room if you want to go get a massage. When we walked in, we were in an air-conditioned workspace. I didn't want to say anything. These are outdoor workspaces here. And then the one I work in is also air-conditioned. It's back in here. And then there's a silent one over on the right here. So, hey. All right. And the kitchen, there's a kitchen, and you can get a meal package. We bought a package that was for 2 people for a month. It's $12.50, plus we rented a motorcycle for a month, a scooter for another 100-ish. So it's $13.50 a month, 2 meals a day, a place to stay, and a place to work. So that's what we're up to this month. Hey, Dan here, Vagabond Buddha. If you'd like our best places in the world to live or retire cheap, the list with all the clickable links of all the places where you can live or retire cheap, click that link right there and it'll take you to our webpage. Thanks for listening.